If and when you spill coffee or some fluid on your keyboard, crack the screen or your laptop, or suddenly can't get online to make a deal, it could be a real catastrophe sometimes. You don't know what to do. Don't panic. Jason Davis is here from Tech2U to walk us through what to do in some of the most common PC emergencies. So let's say you're there, you're shopping Amazon or whatever, you spilled beer on the keyboard. What do you do immediately?
Well, the first thing you want to do, unplug your computer, obviously.
Okay.
Turn it off, and if you can, you want to take the battery out. For most laptops, it's pretty simple. You just slide it right there, and the battery comes right out.
What does that do for you?
It just disconnects the power so that no juice is ever running through your computer, because if that's happening, your components can all get fried.
Okay, unplug, take the battery out. Do you try to wipe stuff down? Do you throw in rice on it? What are people doing here?
Well, it depends. So let's say you spill coffee on the side of your computer down here, right? So you want to put it facing this way so that the liquid can drain the same way that it came in.
Oh, okay.
You know? And you never want to use a hair dryer or anything like that, because it can fry the components of that direct heat in there. It's really not good for it. And also avoid turning it on too quickly. I know it's very tempting. You want to get in there and see if it's working again.
I want to finish my order.
Right, but you have to give it time, because if any of those components are damp at all, your components or your system's all going to be fried.
I think a lot of people log off, maybe unplug. I hadn't thought about the battery, and then tipping it this way to drain it in the direction you spilled
exactly.
it. That's a nice
so it
little
doesn't spread.
Yeah, that's a nice little aside there.
And also, if you spill something on your desktop here, you can take off the side and take out any components that you're comfortable with taking out. You know, a lot of them pop out really easily. Then you can just get a Q-tip. Get a little bit of isopropyl alcohol on there.
By the way, this is easy for you.
Right, right.
I may be able to take stuff out, but I'm never going to put it back in. I'm calling you.
So you can do whatever you're comfortable with, and once you're in there, clean stuff with a Q-tip just so you can avoid any future maintenance while you're already in there. It's really easy to do, and then you just put it back in. Slide the side back on, but give it time to dry out also.
Okay, and no hair dryer in that too?
Correct.
Okay, like that. Okay, cracking the screen on a laptop or something, what do you do about that?
Right, well, it depends on the type of crack, so you want to assess the damage first. If it's a really thin hairline crack, chances are your graphics card and other components aren't damaged, and you'll still be able to use it. You're just going to have to be careful when you close it and move it around and stuff like that, so you don't expand the fracture. But if it's just beyond broken, you can get an HDMI or whatever output your computer has and use an external monitor or TV as a monitor, So that way you don't need your laptop screen. Everything is right there for you.
If I crack this pretty good, what's it cost to replace glass on something like this?
Well, actually, DIY screen replacements are simpler than you think on most laptops. So if you just YouTube, the name and brand of your laptop and screen replacement, they give you a few videos. It's pretty easy. You can order it off eBay. It's not going to be too expensive. But if you have a MacBook or a really thin computer, you're going to have to take it to a professional.
Or I can call you.
Exactly.
All right. I like that so far. What if I'm trying to get online and I can't get online? Is that a problem with the server? What's the first thing to look for?
The first thing to do is to restart your computer. Just like I was telling you guys earlier, when your tablets weren't working, restart it. That's the first step in all computer DIY.
Amy's having a little issue getting on today, and I said, we'll get through this.
Right, so if restarting your computer doesn't work for you, you want to power cycle through your router and your modem and your computer. So turn off your computer, turn off your router, unplug it, and wait 30 seconds. And then plug everything back in, turn it all back on, and if it's still not working, there's more stuff you can try. So check all the components. Check out downdetector.com to see if
How do I do that if I can't get online?
Use your phone. You should have 3G or 4G,
you got an answer
right?
For everything,
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that way you can see if there's any local outages in your area.
Okay.
And you can also see if you can connect to your Wi-Fi on your phone. That way you know for sure it was something wrong with your computer. Maybe your Wi-Fi switch isn't turned on, something like that. But if none of that works, you can try out one of these. It's a USB network adapter. So it's just a little stick, just like a thumb drive. It goes right into your USB port, and you should be able to connect to the internet using that.
Okay, or I can call you. App of the day.
App of the day is Mealtime. So it's a free meal planning app for iPhones. And it's really cool because you can put your dietary preferences, like maybe you're vegetarian or vegan or allergic to nuts, or you just don't like certain food.
Sure.
It'll give you recipes that usually take 30 minutes or less. And I think the best feature is that it maps the ingredients you need based on where they are in the grocery store.
Oh, cool.
So it literally plans your entire meal from grocery shopping to cooking for the whole week, and it eliminates food waste. waste.
Mealtime.
That's
All right,
right.
we've covered a lot of ground, and you got your cleaning spray, which I use on everything.
That's for you know, your
perfect.
keyboard. If you get wet,
Do
pop
all
out
that.
the keys, you know, spray it in there.
All right. We know how
Easy.
it goes. How do you spray, Jason? Show me how it's sprayed.
Press the button.
I like that. All right, thank you, my friend. Tech to you, Jason. Always a good sport here with us. All right, Amy.